Hi Julian, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
I'm alright. You're back in today. You've just been recording some video.
That's right, yeah. I finished 2 weeks ago, but we didn't take a video because we didn't think about it, but we had some people say that the photos had been photoshopped. So the suggestion was if we take a video, it's impossible to Photoshop a video, so we came back in today to do a video.
Well, I suppose throughout the 12 weeks you've had the guys just up against the wall taking some shots, and then for the end shots you've got everybody in and you've taken some with professional lighting, which obviously is going to look a bit different anyway because it hits the shadows that you want it to hit. So
exactly,
it's not Photoshop, I would say it's lighting if anything. But
yeah, when we were taking the basic photos each week, what we felt was what we could see with our eyes wasn't being shown in the definition we could see with our eyes wasn't being shown in the normal photos, and that's why we got a professional photographer in to take some professional photos to show what we could see with our eyes.
Absolutely. Right, let's go back to 12 weeks ago. What were your initial thoughts of taking part in the Body Hack Challenge?
12 weeks, I didn't think, because I've trained over the years a lot of times doing lots of different things and never really made the sort of progress I wanted to make. So I didn't think we were going to make the progress we have done in 12 weeks.
So what was the progress that you wanted to make?
Well, the aim was to lose 10%, or 10 percentage points of body fat. That was the goal, which I didn't think was obtainable. We got it spot on. We did actually hit it, but we made a goal because obviously usually you miss your goals, so we wanted to stretch and see as best as we could. And
before you took part in this challenge, what was your day-to-day diet and fitness regime like?
It was a bit of a yo-yo. What I used to do was get into training for a few months and then get out of it again for a few months. So just previous to doing this, I was probably training. I was probably doing quite a bit of running. That was probably the last thing I was doing, running and just eating relatively ordinary meals, but probably having a couple of takeaways a week. Yeah, a bit of junk food here and there.
Not being that disciplined about it.
No, not disciplined at all.
So how has being part of this challenge changed how hard you train now?
Well, in some ways the training hasn't been, in the sessions it does feel super hard, but it is strictly 3 sessions a week. Whereas if I was doing running, sometimes I might go out running 3 or 4 or 5 times a week. So in some ways over the course of a week I'm probably doing less training than what I did before. Yeah. But it's just a little bit more intensive when you're doing it.
Yeah. Shorter and sweeter.
Yes.
And how difficult was it to follow the diet plan?
Well, there was times when it was very hard, so there was no alcohol. Yeah. Or supposedly there was no alcohol. I did actually go out for 2 very posh meals during the 12 weeks, and I couldn't not have a couple of glasses of wine. But the rest of the time there was no alcohol. And that was going to be the hardest thing, because I used to go out and see my friends a couple of times a week at a local pub, and I knew I'd get quite a bit of banter from them about not drinking or drinking pints of water at night. And as soon as I told them what I was doing, they were fine about it. They didn't give me too much banter at all, so it wasn't too bad. The food-wise, by about halfway through, I found it quite easy because I knew what I was eating. It was up on the fridge, and they were quite big portions. Yeah. And 6 meals a day, so even if you were slightly hungry, you knew there was something coming in a couple of hours. And overall, it wasn't too bad. But
since then, you've said that you've gone down the pub, had a pint, not liked it.
Yeah, exactly. I went to the pub and was looking forward to a pint, but the first one just tasted like, I don't know, it's like thick treacle. It was horrible. I didn't like it at all. So my second pint was a pint of water.
So you've gone off it now?
I'm going to persevere.
What did you find most challenging about doing the challenge? How did you overcome it?
I think the hardest thing for me was in the evenings when I was sitting watching TV, probably through boredom, get a little bit peckish and maybe think, I could eat this or eat that. I think it was just sheer boredom. So if I ever did think I needed something, it would be just a chili rice cake or something like that, and that'd get me through. Because I knew that my breakfast in the morning was quite a big breakfast, and that was probably the hardest thing.
It really does make you think about why you're eating when you're eating, doesn't it? Because most people probably sit and pick at food out of boredom.
Yeah, you do pick through boredom, and I think over the week it can add up into quite a lot of calories. Yes. So with this plan, you know what you're having. It's sort of 19,500 calories on a non-training day and about 2,300. So you know that if you have, I don't know, a chocolate bar or a packet of crisps 7 days a week, then that can add up into a lot. Yeah.
So who would you recommend taking part in this challenge?
The exact program that I did, I think it's for anybody who's wants to get rid of body fat, and I think, ideally somebody who's roughly my size that wasn't sort of massively overweight, because it'd be different. But there was quite a lot of food to eat. It did feel like quite big portions. You weren't starving yourself, and I think 3 hours a week training, I think most people could do that as well.
Yeah, you can fit that in, can't you? Because a lot of people say they haven't got time to train, but that's relatively easy to fit into your life.
Yeah. So I've got a few friends have asked me how I did it and what I did. And when I told them what I'm doing 3 hours a week and what I was eating, they were quite, they were interested to do it themselves.
Yeah. I was interested. I'm going to. So what's been the biggest benefits in the last 12 weeks?
The biggest benefit, I think I'm quite a bit stronger than what I was before. If you take something like chin-ups, I was probably doing, 6 to start with, and then on the second set I was doing 4, and the third I was doing 2. By the end I was doing, I'd done 12, 9 and 8, something like that, in terms of lifting weights. It's a little bit difficult to say because we changed rep numbers and we did change exercises quite a lot, so it's difficult to benchmark strength. In general, I feel stronger, I feel fitter, probably than I've ever been. And I'm 40 now as well, and I've got less body fat than I've ever had.
Wow.
And I'm probably lighter than I've ever been. Even since leaving school at 16, when you do a lot of exercise and you've not, drunk a lot. But overall, that's probably all the benefits. And
how's it going to be to maintain your diet plan and fitness regime going forward?
It's been 2 weeks. The video that we did today was 2 weeks since I finished, and like I said, the alcohol has not been too bad. It's not like I went straight back and binged on that. I didn't like it. Food-wise, I did go out and have a McDonald's, I had curry, I had more McDonald's, I had Starbucks. I've tried all the sort of junk foods, and I found most of them quite disappointing, because after eating a big chunk of turkey for lunch with a load of veg, and then having a McDonald's where the burgers are about that thin, you take a bite out of them and there's nothing there really, so not very satisfying. And I've reverted back to eating my protein pancake in the morning, because that's better than sort of the cereals or the toast. It's more fulfilling and easy to make. So I think, of course, I'm going to go out more. Of course, I'm going to go out for with friends and go out for more meals. But I don't know. I'm going to stick to quite a lot now, I think.
Yeah, good healthy balance.
Yes.
Lovely stuff. Thank you very much, Julian.
Thank you.